Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we were here in the Gong Room, and I did this last video, or I had this ready last video, but it wasn't necessary. I actually have a cheat sheet of which gongs to hit, so I don't have to waste my time desperately trying to follow around a fairy to understand the combination. Assuming I don't have to let the fairy out at all, the game might make me have to let the fairy out because it expects me to have to. I don't know which one is top right according to the list, but I think it's supposed to be like this, so let's start here. Right. Left. Bottom right. Bottom left. Bottom right. Top left. Bottom left. Top right. Yep. Puzzle solved. The vault is now open to us. Or at least it should be. Let me just go ahead and close that there, because I no longer need it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I could have done that the hard way, but this Let's Play has been going on for 2 years, and I'd like it to stop, so we can skip certain things at this point. We all understand how that puzzle was supposed to work. There's no complications or misunderstandings there, right? Like, it's pretty clear. Well, that's the way we came in. This is the door that's supposed to be open now. The door opens inwards. Ah! Pit Fiend?
Alright, dear.
Can't tell.
I'm getting to it.
Oh, nope, a Baylor. Ah, I'm sorry, Mr. Baylor. That must be incredibly insulting. That is an implosion spell. I am immune to death magic, or that would have just instantaneously killed me. Well, I get a save, and then if I fail it, it just instantaneously kills me. Can't believe I just referred to Baylor as a pit fiend. Man, you do that in actual D&D, you are a special kind of dead. Congratulations, Linyu. They targeted you anyways, despite my best efforts, and you managed to survive. A free key. Let us wait until the Black Death spell there fades off, and then we will attempt to rest, not before saving, however, because I'm worried Lindy will just casually drop dead at her hit points. She does make a habit out of doing that. Okay, no dropping dead. Good. You know, if my second feat hadn't been favorite enemy, I would have picked skill focus, disable traps. I think open lock is more important because most of the time when it's trapped, I can just take the trap to the teeth and be okay. I have a lot of resistances and some pretty good saves. There's more chests over here. Was there a duplicate over there? Doesn't look like it. Here is a fire opal, a healer's kit plus 10. Let's touch the altar. Word of power. Hello again.
Third word is yours, but time is short and Morag stirs. The city you call Neverwinter is under siege. Soon it will fall to Morgrim, and he will possess the Source Stone.
Source Stone? What's a Source Stone?
Morag was the queen of my people. The Old Ones, the Creator race. It was she who created the Source Stone, when the world became cold and the snow covered the land. Morag used the words to put her people into a deep hibernation when the cold winter came, imprisoning the heat of the steam fissures in the magical source stone, and her and all her people with it.
Why would she imprison herself inside this sword stone?
The old ones could not survive the coming of the winter storm. Morag sought a shelter where she could escape the death of ice and cold.
You know, I get it. Lizard people thing. But, man, your race could not have been all that high and mighty if you could just be completely destroyed by bad weather.
Within the source stone, Morag would gather her strength year after year, century after century. When her power waxed full, we word slaves would awaken the queen to banish the never-ending winter.
So you think if Morag awakens, she'll turn the north into a tropical jungle?
The source stone is buried beneath the streets of Neverwinter. And even in its dormant state, the magical heat radiating from within keeps the city habitable during the coldest blizzards. Imagine what will happen when the power is awakened fully and released. Those who survive the global warming will become slaves to the creators. And I will be bound to the words of power once more. I will not allow this to happen!
How did Margrim become involved in all this?
Something has awakened Morag's spirit. Though her body and true power remain trapped in the Source Stone for now. She speaks to Margrim through projections, as I am speaking to you. Margrim serves her, a pawn blinded by her promises of rewards and power. The plague was the first step in Morag's return. Each death fed the Queen's power, bringing her closer to a true awakening. Now, Morgrim seeks to claim the words of power the Lord's Alliance has hidden in Castle Never to complete the awakening. If he succeeds, Morag will bring complete and utter devastation to the north.
Somehow, I will stop Margrim.
You must return to Neverwinter before the city falls. Speak to the one you call Aaron Gend. I will try to meet you there.
Once again, I'd like to thank Hadrian for having fully voiced dialogue and saving me a lot of grief. Let us use the Stone of Recall in this part of the game one last time. For we have the third word of power. And as soon as we clear up some inventory, we can head to the next part of the game. The final part of the game, at long last, although unfortunately, we're not quite done. We still have some work to do. Whoops. I didn't want to... Hold on. Hold on.
Hail to ye!
Let's try this again. Here we go. Okay. Sell the acid arrows, I guess we'll keep. Amulet of Natural Armor +4. That's mine. I was already wearing the Amulet of the Master. Interesting. Time crystals. Lokar's ring? Who's Lokar? Ah, that one. Right. Forgot about him already. This is a Kiss of Soon. It is a +1 mace that can cast Hold. Neat? I guess? Anything in the bags? No. Now let's just sell all of these... Not that one. Gemstones. make some decent chump change from that. I believe that is everything. Do we have any quests we haven't resolved in this area? Let's have Linyu follow us.
All right, dear.
Journal
I'm getting
active
to it.
quests. Oh, I haven't gone back and talked to her. Oh, I can resolve that. That's not too big of a deal. Yeah. I can go resolve that. That's not an issue. Alright, let's quickly go do that. It'll cost me 400 gold, but whatever. I hardly care at this stage. Let us go tell her that we planted the tree, although I'm sure she can see it. Tree!
Greetings. Once more, I must thank you for planting the Ultarg seed trees for me. Or is this the first time I'm thanking you? No matter. I am grateful in any case.
What about my reward? Have I not given it to you yet? No, I suppose I haven't. Or you wouldn't be asking now, would you? What to give? What to give? Ah, I know. I think these gems will make a suitable reward. They say they can add sparkle to your personality. Thank you. You are most generous. And that quest is completed. A diamond. A singular diamond. Lovely. Okay, back to where we were. Time to drop off some things that will not be necessary in the next chapter. Time crystals. Lokar's ring. A translation amulet. I doubt we'll need it, and if we will, the game should provide us with another one. They dropped plenty of them on the way here. I don't know what the deal with this is. Just a strange item, the game says. The temple defenses we shall no longer need, and the principles of time travel we shall no longer need. Enjoy the littered floor. We can look in here and see if any of this was super plot critical. Whoops, hold on. The translation amulet, Lokar's ring, and the succubus ring are considered super plot critical. But if we need them for the next chapter, they should still be there in the divining pool. Let us go talk to Aaron again. Tell him we have all 3 words of power. And get ready to go back to Neverwinter, which is apparently actively under siege. So that's going to be fun. Save 203. And say goodbye to this crappy chapter.
I have just received the latest reports from the battlefield, and things are grim. The walls of Neverwinter have been breached, and the Lord's Alliance has retreated to Castle Never under the onslaught. Erebeth, with her intimate knowledge of our strategies, crushes our forces in every encounter. Half the city is under the control of her Luskan forces. And what of your mission? Have you found the success our troops have not?
I have another of the words of power here.
Finally, some good news. And not a moment too soon. Even now, I am preparing to leave for Castle Neverwinter, to help ensure the words I sent there for safekeeping are not captured by Erebeth. I might as well open my coffers to you before we go. The money was meant to fund the defense of the city, and you seem to have done more for that cause than anyone else. Better I give the funds to you than let the Luskan forces loot them. You have done well. Take this reward of 4,500 gold coins. You have earned it.
A decent reward.
And there is more where that came from. If you accompany me to Neverwinter, to aid in defending the city. The Lord's Alliance desperately needs someone such as you.
Of course, Aaron. As long as my body draws breath, I will fight to save Neverwinter.
Time grows short. We must return to Castle Never to defend its walls and the words of power within from Erebeth and Malgrim. We will leave right now if you are ready.
I am ready.
I only hope we are not too late.
We have 3 bosses left, folks. Erebeth, Mogrim,
The
and
words of
Morag.
power, the tools of a creator race. Hadriline spoke of them as though they could shape worlds, and perhaps they had. With these in hand, victory would not be far behind, or so it was thought. While Erengend searched for the ancient relics, Morgrim's army pressed their attacks against Neverwinter. Their dark magics and sheer numbers soon overwhelmed the defenders. The betrayer, Erebeth, was at the forefront when the walls were breached. The words of power, once thought safe within Castle Never, were in danger of falling to the enemy. And behind the invasion, an even greater evil, Morag, Queen of the Old Ones, had awoken.
Hello, Nasher. Chapter, I think this one is 4. We're making a save 204 here, just in case we want to go back. We could talk to Lin Yu, who is currently our companion.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
I say that as if that's weird. Remember in previous chapters, Lin Yu got sent back to the mercenaries, and you had to pick one from the bunch again.
We meet again. As you know, I am Nasha Alagonda, Lord of Neverwinter. I was once an adventurer like you, though that was long ago.
And see, this here is a little bit of a plot hole, just a little tiny bit. It's one of those classic instances of, look, do you want to have a game or not? Because Lord Nasher could probably pretty easily handle all of this on his own, but it's like whenever you receive orders from like Kilman Blackstaff, or you're told to go do something by like Elementster or something like that. It's like, look, it's for the sake, like, we get to meet awesome NPCs and like go play the game. Like, I'm not complaining.
Erengend tells me you have done much in the defense of our city. For this I thank you, though I fear it was all in vain. Erebeth knows our defenses too well. We could not stand against her forces. The enemy has breached our walls. All is lost.
Do not give up hope, my lord. We still have the words of power, after all.
And what good has that done, Eren? We have no way to use them. Whatever magic is locked within those stone tablets is of no use to us.
Perhaps Hadriline will reveal their secret to us, if you release her from the dungeons.
Oh, good. Good to know you've had her locked up this entire time.
I don't trust that creature, Eren, and neither should you. We have done her no harm. If she was truly our ally, she would tell us what she knows.
I mean, he does kind of have a point.
Hadriline told us about the secret door beneath Castle Never. Without her, we would never have found the Source Stone.
Okay, so she is helping.
And what good has that done, Eren? That creature won't tell us anything about it. The Source Stone is as useless to us as the words of power.
Perhaps Hadriline will speak to our champion. She has spoken with them before.
Enough, Eren. Now, if you want to speak to Hadriline, you are free to do so. But I will not release her from the dungeon while an enemy is within our city gates. Personally, I think this is all a waste of time. Words of power, the Source Stone, Hadriline. What good is this against Erebeth's army? Our fate is sealed. We are all doomed.
Lord Nasher, may I ask you some questions?
After all you have done for the city, the least I can do is answer your questions. Although Gend probably knows more than I do.
Alright, let's try to get through some of this as quickly as possible. What can you tell me about Hadriline?
We captured the lizard woman slinking around the city shortly after Luskan attacked. After Erebeth's betrayal, I'm not too trusting. So we are keeping her locked in a cell in a dungeon. She was hissing and babbling about Mogrim wanting the words of power and the Source Stone. But we couldn't get much else out of her. She's half mad, I fear, and doesn't seem to trust us. Gend seems to think she might trust you, though. You're free to speak with her in the dungeons if you wish.
I should be going now.
Of course, of course. But before you go, maybe Gend is right. Maybe you should go speak to this Hadrian creature. I doubt it will do much good, but maybe, just maybe, she knows something that can save us. We're desperate, after all. Any important information you come across should be reported directly to Aaron Gend. I've placed him in charge of the defense of the city.
I have more things to say to Nasher, or ask Nasher, but we are at the end of the video, and I assume I can talk to him again. So let's make a save 204B, just in case we cannot, and I will see you all later. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, finally the last chapter. Can we get this thing over with? Sometime before the end of the year. Maybe. Oh, that's pushing it. I'll see you later. Take care and bye-bye.